Afternoon, colleagues. Just before I do that, we've just received an email from Gordon Henderson MP, a Tory MP, but was my constituent MP when I lived in Kent. As Joe's alluded to, I call him Comrade, and he responds in Comrade. He's just announced that he's gained a Westminster Hall debate on the pension age of prison officers. It will be held at 4:30 on Tuesday, the 16th of November. I've just drafted a circular. Can you send that out to all the members in your branches and get them to contact your local MPs to take part in this debate? It's only been listed for an hour, but if they overrun, what a message that will send from our members. Thanks, colleagues. So I'll move straight on to the Legal Aid Committee report back. Conference 19 now appears to be a distant memory. The Legal Aid Committee have continued to progress matters on your behalf. The basis on which the POA Legal Aid Scheme is run is set out in the POA Rules and Constitution. The Legal Aid Committee has provided legal representation to members in relation to legal advice and assistance, police and NHS fraud investigations, self-inflicted deaths, criminal injury compensation authority, personal injury and stress claims, and employment law claims. The guidelines as set out in the Rules and Constitution state, amongst other things, that legal assistance will not generally be continued where the prospects of succeeding in the claim do not warrant support or where the cost of pursuing the claim is disproportionate to the benefit to be gained from the action. We are aware that there is often criticism of Thompson's solicitors when they advise that a legal case should not be pursued. However, they're merely acting upon the criteria which you set the membership at conference. If we want to improve the merits of assessment, colleagues, it'll cost an awful lot of money. If you want to put it above that 50% threshold, feel free to do it, but come back following the adoption at conference, telling your membership that the subs will probably double at least. That's the stark reality, colleagues. Since conference 2019, Thompsons have recovered over £5 million in compensation for our members. This is on top of other work that they do for our members in criminal cases and in coroners' courts. The damages recovered are 100% of what was awarded, and there is no reduction from Thompsons or for POA fees. Unlike other companies, Thompsons are 100% committed to the claim only and work through, sorry, I'm getting emails through, and work through only represent the injured or mistreated persons and never the people, organisations or insurance companies liable to put out this compensation. As well as the damages recovered, these cases should assist branch officials and health and safety representatives in the workplace and prevent similar accidents in the future. Cases such as those above also show the value of the union's legal service and our partnership with Thompsons. Thompsons have also provided legal advice on the following issues since the last conference: PAVA, rigid bar handcuffs, DHL contracts, social media, the terms of reference for the cuff report for each chair, European Work and Time Directive, TUPE at Gatwick, tornado pay, psychoactive substances, overtime and final salary pension schemes, use of CCTV, body cameras, firearms advice for ORU, fitness tests, use of force, Article 8 of the Human Rights Act, redundancy of UHL staff, mandatory COVID testing and vaccines, contractual sick pay and terms and conditions in the private sector, taxation of private vehicles, contempt cases, redaction of officers' names in SARS, temporary injury benefit awards, data leak, advice on injunction, use of expert witnesses in disciplinaries and hearings, OMIC, F&S, job evaluation, NOMS pay manual, searching and squatting specialist allowance, social distancing, COVID arrangements, Brookhouse inquiry, COVID special payments, GR on the first aid policy, GDPR and the new membership database, market supplements, recommendation 3 of last year's peer review body, recommendations, reserve prison officers, annual leave allowance and shielders, withdrawal from voluntary duties, ORU specialist allowance, category A vehicles, regulation 28 at Coroner's Court. I think it's clear to see that the POA is the only union and can support its members with adequate legal support and specialist knowledge. Despite the work undertaken over the last 2 years, the POA has still not spent the cap, which shows that the legal services that we acquire through our partnership with Thompson's is real value for money. I'd like to thank Nadine for all her help and support as the support member of staff responsible for legal issues. I'd also like to place on record my thanks to Mick Pimlett, who does tiresome work with Thompson's and is a real positive addition in the FTOs. Thank you.